and good days. This is Dr. Peter from Croesus-Asset Management again with a weekly outlook. Last week we saw an exceptional rise in the markets as inflation in the US rose less than expected. What's always impressive about this process is that people celebrate bad news on the grounds that it could have been worse. There is not much news on the geopolitical situation. People continue to throw assurance into the fire and never tire of igniting a conflagration. Today, I would like to look at the collapse of the FTX crypto exchange from a socio-economic perspective and explore its impact on society. The very entry of cryptocurrencies into our life has shown us that it's possible for young people with good ideas and high expertise to amass adventurous fortune in just a few years. In the past, the dream of most people was to be a millionaire, that is, to own $1 million once in a lifetime. Today, 30 years old have tens of billions of dollars, and everyone knows that it was not earned through the work of their hands, but through innovation, skillful marketing, and sometimes deception. But anyway, the many money in the hands of very few people always comes from very many other, mostly hardworking people who have a regular job and entrust their money to very few people or companies who do not always handle it responsibly. One must always ask the question of how much money a person needs for an adequate life and whether an over-provision of very few people on the planet is healthy for society. My own views often enough do not coincide with those of my clients. For example, I often ask in conversation how much one feels is adequate for a carefree and self-determined life each month. And then figures between $5,000 and $10,000 come up. And indeed, one can afford everything that is needed in life: house, cars, travel, etc. I base it on the 600 months rule, which a man over 30, I assume, affords a minimum life expectancy of another 50 years, meaning 600 months, and then arrive at a capital requirement of $3 to $6 million. This is a sum that sounds plannable, achievable, and reasonable. It is also outside of excesses, meaning exaggeration, which regularly shakes social balances. Because let's not forget, the surplus of one is a shortage of many. Always remember the zero-sum game. One winner always faces many losers. The credit of one is a debt of another. Today, I am particularly illuminating the social aspect because only less gifted people can believe that it can be healthy for the society if some possess unspeakable fortunes while others have nothing. After all, prosperity can only be enjoyed in the end when the whole world is in harmony. The stores and restaurants are open, fancy cars and clothes are being produced, people are happily going about their work, and everyone has a good life. When the balance is out of whack and the world is on fire, there is little point in being super rich, is there? To me, it is always disconcerting how this fact is neglected, because we can't escape society or the planet even if the number one super rich are working hard to do so. Believe me, after a few weeks on Mars, every healthy person wishes to return to Earth and learns to appreciate fresh air, the rustling of the forest, rippling water, and birdsong very much again. In society, it is not important to catapult the wealth of a few people to the highest level, but to raise the average. Incidentally, this is also China's concept, which is regularly and violently condemned in the West. Or to put it in my words, for society, 1,000 millionaires are better than 1 billionaire. It's also better for the market. After all, how many cars, refrigerators, or TV sets can a billionaire have? Not 1,000, right? And then we have to repeat what Bertolt Brecht said in his own special way: behind every great fortune there is a great crime. And if you brother the question, the greatest fortune on the planet It won't take you long to discover that's true. So let's look at our universe of croesus asset management and what we can do in our responsibility. In our house, there is healthy, exponential, progressive growth, but not excesses. We don't create billionaires, but becoming a millionaire is possible. We protect our clients' assets, but we operate in an entirely legal manner and comply with all legal and ethical requirements. We use blockchain technology and NFTs in connection with trading to establish a unique concept for success. Try it out. Visit our website, become part of the croesus family. I look forward to meeting you. Sincerely yours, Dr. Peter Reinhardt.